Yeah, look, if you're working in business, one key question or I want to ask yourself this question. If your business did not exist today, would the planet, environment, or society be better or worse off? And just ask yourself that question because in the answer to that question are some opportunities there to actually improve, to find purpose, and to create a better society.
Welcome to Inspired Choice today. I'm your host, Caroline Biesalski, here to bring you authentic stories, surprising lessons, and powerful takeaways to fuel your journey in business and life. In each episode, I'll take you from one inspiring guest to the next, blending their experiences with my expertise to uncover practical strategies you can use right away. Whether you're starting out or stepping up, stay tuned for insights and actionable tips that make a difference. And stick around until the end for a special freebie just for our listeners. Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new surprising episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's guest is Lee Stewart, and I'm so happy that he showed up and said yes to our interview. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, it's my pleasure because you are in my future. You told me you are in Sydney. That means you are like 8 hours ahead of me. How is my future?
Your future's looking good. It's still not quite sunrise here in Sydney, but we're coming into summer, so it's nice warm weather. I've got a young family, so we like going to the beach on the weekends. We're starting to go to the beach, playing sport, out cricket. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm looking forward to summer.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. Now I'm relaxed and there is Barbara and we cannot, we can, this is funny. We have Barbara. We can invite, but I would like to introduce you first to the audience. You are a best-selling author, How to Build Sustainability into Your Business Strategy. 20 plus years in corporate strategy, ESG and sustainability, founder of ESG Strategy. You are a public speaker and a board and executive mentor. Welcome to the Inspired Podcast, Lee Stewart. And this is so amazing what happens
Yeah.
now. Okay, so my first question to you is, what inspired you to become a business owner, so to say, and tell us more about this, please, your journey.
Yeah, sure. Well, really, what inspired me was after working so long in corporate sustainability, it was really out of sheer frustration of seeing how slow companies move or how they get tangled up in jargon and reluctance for change or to make an impact. They get caught up in reporting, not actually doing in terms of sustainability. They use delay tactics and so forth. So it was out of sheer frustration that I wanted to write this book to give a guide to business leaders who want to do positive action, who want to move maybe a bit quicker, who want to get a competitive edge as well. So I also see sustainability not as a cost, but as a opportunity and a profit-making opportunity for many businesses when done properly. So real frustration, wanting to make change, wanting to see things happen faster. So that's what really drove me to write this book.
Wow, this is so amazing what you are sharing because it's such an important topic, sustainability, and then all about strategy as well. This is what we all need as a business owner, right?
Correct. There's so many opportunities out there. Businesses need to take a more front foot and lead the change. There's definitely a need for this to happen.
Wow. Okay, I have another question for you. Of course, was there a pivotal moment in your entrepreneurial journey that shaped your approach to building a business?
Yeah, definitely. It was after moving my family to New Zealand for my dream job for the largest company in New Zealand to be head of sustainability there. And then after almost just under 3 years, feeling that whole job come apart around me. And there I was handing my work past my laptop back to my boss. And I was just thinking, where to from here? I've spent 20 years. This was my dream job, but it didn't work out. What do I do from here? And that's what really inspired me to say, well, I have to write this book. And so that's what sparked me on the journey of 18 months full time, building a business, writing the book, 3 young kids, all going on, and then making it happen, being that determined. So that was a pivotal change, was knowing that I was done on my last big corporate job.
This is perfect. So you talk in the book, you talk about your personal story, what you
Yes,
experience as well.
yes.
And then I have a question about your coaches and mentors. Do you have coaches for yourself? And who was the best coach you ever had?
Oh yeah, I have many coaches over time in different phases of my career. I've hired and paid for coaching, and sometimes coaches are just peer mentors. But the best one I've had was someone I had 20 years ago. He was very strict, ex-military major, but ran a coaching and mentoring program. And I was a young 25-year-old, and really gave me the structure around sales, communication, leadership. And it's been so exciting coming back to Sydney. I just caught up with him a few weeks ago too. So, and we're going to do some work together. So it's amazing. Even though I haven't spoken to him for 15 years, we could pick up where we left off. What he's been doing. He's reading my book. He's given me some ideas, and we're starting to work together again. So it's amazing having those people in your career. It's actually really, really humbling.
Wow, it's really a story about change, what you are telling us. It's a change, it's a pivotal moment. We talked about that,
Mm.
and I'm so happy to talk to you. You
Yep.
know, this is a global podcast as well. And yeah, let's see what my next question will be like. It is about your key strategies or practices that have been most effective in helping your clients scale sustainably and improve productivity. Sorry, I cannot
Yeah,
pronounce the words.
that's okay. Yeah, look, what I'm looking at, the key strategies of where I really help clients the most. And what I do is I strip away all the jargon and all those other frameworks and confusion and stuff, and I strip it down to 3 key things that I want to work with clients. First of all, you've got to be confident. So you've got to know what are these global macro issues such as climate change, waste, pollution, social, community. What do they all mean, and what's the relevance to your business? Okay. And the next thing I work on is commitment. So what are you actually going to stand for? You need to set some targets. You need to understand some goals and objectives, and how do they embed into your business so they're profitable, so they actually enhance your business. So I only recommend choosing 3 or 4 things to really go after, and as a process of identifying what matters most to your business, to make sure that you stay really laser focused. And then the final thing where a lot of companies let themselves down is I look at the consistency of that, and that is governance. So how do they ensure that it's not just on the shoulders of one person, it's distributed across the organization, other people are responsible for playing their part, and how do you keep them accountable ongoing for that? So a lot of companies fail. They go out with a big announcement of these, say, climate targets, a climate roadmap, big marketing expense, nice glossy reports, nice website, great videos, great PR, but a year later they're just scrambling to say, oh, what do we do? What have we done? They haven't implemented the proper consistency. So I call it the triple C framework. So that's confidence, commitment, and consistency. Very simple, the simplest framework in sustainability to understand, and strips away all that jargon and speaks the business language around it.
Wow, I love that what you said about what do you stand for? And then I thought about the word standard. So define your standards, however it is.
Yep,
It also can be boundaries or limitations,
yep,
something like that.
yep,
Then you talked about the 3 C's, and
yep.
maybe you don't know this because today we met for the first time, but C is my
Yep,
favorite
yep.
letter. It's my name, it's
Right.
Caroline.
Yeah.
And you said commitment. Then the second one was, what was it?
Oh, confidence,
Confidence
commitment,
and
and consistency.
and we have the inspired choice. You always have the choice first, right? What are your standards? What do you stand for? And then you have the solution, your
Yep,
3 C's, and then the book,
yep,
business strategy. I see it in your background. I love it
yep, yep,
already.
yep,
I love books and I put it on the
yep,
Amazon list I created for all my beautiful podcast guests. Of course, I
yep.
also in the show notes. I love that very much. What else can we? ask you now, I know it because you talked about goals. What is one of your goals? You said goals or intentions?
Yeah. Now, my goal intention is to, by 2030, empower 1,000 leaders to make change. So that was the book is one of the key avenues for that. On the back of the book, I'm developing online courses, mentoring, and of course, I have my consultancy business where I actually dive in and become their virtual sustainability officer to help companies set up and implement sustainability and change.
I have to laugh because you mentioned virtual offices, and that reminds me of something. We all pivoted from that when there was
Mhm.
COVID, and then
Yep.
all from the personal to the virtual and to the online world that we can. Yeah, it is amazing how we can work now and
Yeah.
support
Yeah.
each other. That
Yep.
this would be also my next question. How can we support you when people reach out to you after listening to this
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah, sure. First of all, you can grab the book on Amazon and Kindle. It's How to Build Sustainability into Your Business Strategy. And I have an author website, which is just my name, which is Lee Stewart, LeeStewart.com.au. You can register there for free, get access to some of the resources and so forth around that. But I really appreciate it if you could reach out, have a look at the book. It's quite cheap on Kindle, and the most important thing, I'm a self-publisher, so it's to leave a review and to help spread the word organically is great, because I do believe the book can actually be the change agent to help businesses and the planet, society become better.
Yes, absolutely. And what a great goal you set for yourself. It is helping 1,000. You said business owners or leaders or
Yeah,
people.
1,000 business, yeah, or existing or emerging leaders to actually become more confident and make change in their businesses.
Maybe it is you, dear listener. Please reach out to
Yeah,
Lee. You
yeah,
never
yeah,
know because it starts now. It starts with the decision. You mentioned it,
yeah,
and then you reach out. It can be to me as well. I will introduce you, of course. I love that. This
yeah,
podcast is also about connections all around the world, helping each other. Okay, so of course, I have to think about my questions. My questions. I love this podcast so much. I'm traveling the world. Now I'm in Sydney, and before
yeah,
I was in Germany. And
yeah.
it's so nice. Thank you for meeting me today. Now it's time for your final thoughts to the audience, please.
Yeah, look, if you're working in business, one key question, or I want to ask yourself this question. If your business did not exist today, would the planet, environment, or society be better or worse off? And just ask yourself that question, because in the answer to that question are some opportunities there to actually improve, to find purpose, and to create a better society. So just ask yourself that question. Would the world really miss you if your business simply was not there anymore? If so, those are probably your opportunities to look at. If not, then those are things that your threats and weaknesses that you probably need to look at. It's a really good question to ask yourself.
It is. Now if I'm inspired. It's all about the higher purpose, right?
Correct, correct. It's beyond profit. Businesses are there to obviously make profit, but can you marry the two together to actually improve society and stuff? And I believe you can, and there's an opportunity there.
Now we have something to think about, and I have to re-listen to this episode again. It was so inspiring. Thank you so much
Well,
for being here, Lee Stewart,
thank you, Caroline. It's been a pleasure to be on your show.
and see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to Inspired Choice today. I'm thrilled to have you on this journey of growth and transformation. Don't forget to hit follow or subscribe to stay connected and never miss an episode. And here's something special. Grab your free 20-minute breakthrough session with me. It's designed to help you kickstart or level up your business. Just check out the show notes for more. Until next time, keep making those inspired choices. See you in the next episode.